Hi, welcome to my channel, The Divine Storm 369. Thank you for joining me, and I'm going to start off with clearing my space here with some sage. I like to sometimes break the sage apart and use little individual sticks of sage. I feel like it just burns better sometimes. So I'm going to clear this and ask that all negative energies leave this space. All right. And we're just going to let that burn there. And yeah, this is a karmic reading, okay? So this is a reading between the karmic partner and the masculine energy. All right, let's go ahead and start off here. I'm going to start off with a trigger card, okay, for the mutual energy. The mutual energy tells me a little bit about the energy flow between them, the chemistry, the situation, what is going on between them. The mutual energy card really tells me a lot, okay? So let's go ahead and get one for the masculine and the karmic partner. Okay, we got endings in reverse. Wow, that really jumped out so quickly. Endings are really just beginnings, and it came out in reverse. So it's mutual energy. Both the masculine and the karmic partner are holding on to something that has already ended. Spiritually, it is ended. Mentally, it is ended. Okay. Emotionally, there's nothing left. There's nothing there. Okay. This connection has already ended on all levels besides the physical. So I'm seeing a new life, new energy wanting to spring forth, wanting to bloom. Okay. This butterfly right here. All right. It's still a caterpillar. It's not able to transform. It's not able to go into a cocoon. It's not able to become a butterfly and spread its wings because it will not allow this ending to take place. So this butterfly is caught. It's trapped. It's stuck. Okay? This butterfly has been caught by someone. And the someone is touching all the powder off the butterfly's wings. You know when you were a kid and you would catch butterflies and they would be powdery? You know, if you touch all the powder off their wings, if you handle them for too long, all of it comes off their wings. They lose the ability to fly, right? They talk about like fairy dust in Disney movies and, you know, kids' movies. They talk about fairy dust. Sprinkle it on and you can fly. Well, the butterflies have real life fairy dust in their wings. Okay, it's like a dust or a powder. And if you handle their wings too much, they will lose their ability to fly. All the powder, the magic dust that gives them the ability to fly falls off and they lose their magic. Okay, and that's what I'm seeing here for the masculine. All right, I feel like they're being handled in some way by this karmic. Okay, they are caught by the karmic. They are fairy dust, the thing that gives them the ability to fly and transform and be themselves is being rubbed off, right? And so they feel stuck. They feel like their wings have become paralyzed. They're not working. That's how this masculine feels, like a ground butterfly, unable to fly. And furthermore, we have this ending here. There has been an ending that has taken place, but I think that this masculine hasn't taken a lot of time to contemplate this ending. It is an ending to who they once were. It is an ending, slowly losing themselves in this connection. Okay. So let's go ahead and get some more cards. All right. First, let's go ahead and clarify this card. All right. What is this masculine's inner divine feminine telling them? Let's take a look. So this masculine's divine feminine, this could either be their inner divine feminine, okay, or it could be external. It could be their physical divine feminine, an actual another person, okay? It could be both. It could be that their inner divine feminine, or I'm sorry, their external divine feminine is a representation, a physical representation of their inner divine feminine, their twin flame. But either way it is, their divine feminine is trying to get them to exhibit more healthier boundaries. Okay? They want them to know what boundaries are. So their inner divine feminine is asking them, did you exhibit healthy boundaries today? Okay. Did you exercise healthy boundaries? Did you draw a line today? All right. Or did you let someone walk all over you? Did you let the karmic walk all over you? Did you let them cross another line? That's the question. Because the divine feminine knows that there has to be boundaries. And listen, this just started sizzling and then another flame popped up here. Okay, there was 2 flames for like a split second. I don't know if anyone saw that or heard it. Okay, but it means that the spirits are speaking. Okay, speaking about twin flames. The divine feminine, the divine masculine. So, yes, this divine feminine speaks to this masculine. They speak to them spiritually. They ask them, masculine, have you put up healthy boundaries today? Masculine, have you put up any boundaries today? Okay. What is this masculine's inner divine masculine telling them? Let's take a look. And perhaps even the divine feminine has issues with boundaries as well, because we do know that there's certain issues when one twin flame has an issue. It's usually something that is within both twin flames. Now, it could be to a different extent, but it's still a certain issue. And that flame just appeared again. It's tiny. It's a tiny flame. I bet if I move it, it'll go out. So there's one on the side of the glass, like where my finger is. Can you see it? 2 flames. And it just went out again. Okay. Oh my goodness, look, did you see that? Oh my gosh, it just went up so high. Like it was as high as this candle. Twin flames, that's what we're talking about. This masculine has a twin flame. And their twin flame wants them to exhibit healthy boundaries. But you know what? Their twin flame also struggles with healthy boundaries. Their twin flame struggles with where to draw a line as well. Okay, what is healthy boundaries? What isn't? This divine masculine, his inner divine masculine is telling him, you are overly focused on one task. Okay, what's the one task? It is not having this ending. It is not allowing this ending to take place that has already taken place spiritually, mentally, emotionally. But they are overly focused on this karmic. And why? That's what the divine feminine wants to know. Why on earth are you so focused on this karmic? Because you tell me emotionally there's nothing there. Because you tell me you don't think of them as your partner. Because you tell me that spiritually you feel nothing with this person. So why not let the ending take place? So this masculine knows it. They know that they are overly focused on this karmic. Sometimes they can't figure it out. They can't figure out why. Why am I so focused on keeping this? I feel trapped. I feel caught. Yet I'm here trying to keep it, not allowing this ending. So this masculine doesn't even understand the actions that they are taking. Okay. Let's take a look at this masculine. All right. Who is the masculine that I'm reading for? We're going to use the Soul Cats Tarot. Okay. So who is the masculine? Oh, look at that. Jumping out. This is the masculine. Spirit, reveal the karmic. Okay, so for the masculine energy, we got the Ten of Wands. It's no surprise, okay, that the masculine comes out here as a Ten of Wands. Because they're completely overwhelmed. And I think that they're overwhelmed spiritually. I feel like this is something they have been feeling since the fall months, November, September. They have been overwhelmed. This is a masculine who's overworked. They escape into their work, and then they allow their work to overwork them, okay? So they don't have a lot left to give outside of work. With the Ten of Wands, they have a tendency to take on too much. And this is another thing about boundaries. That's another reason why they need to work on boundaries, because they take on too much. Okay? And they don't give themselves enough credit for what they take on. I think that they take on so much that they can't handle it, but yet they manage to get it done. And just because you manage to get something accomplished, just because you manage to get something done, a really hard task. Let's say you get a 3-day task chore done in 3 hours. Okay. Well, what did that really accomplish? Just because you got it accomplished doesn't mean that you succeeded, right? It doesn't mean that you could actually handle it, because if your body breaks down in the process, if your mind breaks down in the process, was it really worth it? Could you really handle it if it really broke you down? And that's what this masculine is learning. Okay, physically, they're feeling broken down and they're taking on so much. And honestly, I feel that it is a distraction. Okay, what all these things that they're taking on at work and everywhere else is a distraction from this ending. It feels easier to take on everything else in the world than to take on this karmic. It feels easier to them. And so they do. So they found an escape route and they use it. They are overly focused on the tasks they put in front of them because it is a distraction. And so they also do not have healthy boundaries here. Okay? They give too much of themselves to the wrong places. And I do feel that they're not valued to the places that they're giving all their time, all their energy, work, karmic. They don't really feel valued. And I do feel like their will is being broken down in the process, because physically they're tired. Mentally they're tired from everything they're taking on. So their will is breaking down, which makes it harder to put those boundaries up. Right? It makes it harder to take on another ending, another change, when your will is broken down. So let's go ahead and get a trigger card for this masculine. And I'm seeing fall time. It's like they feel like they're falling. They feel they're falling and they just cannot get back up. Like they have fallen in a booby trap. Like, in some movies, they will have like leaves on the ground and there'll be like a booby trap, like a hole, but you can't see it because it's like covered with leaves. And then someone like goes and they're running and they're like, they fall in the hole. And yeah, they've fallen in that booby trap. They've fallen in that hole and they didn't see it coming, but here they are. And now they don't know how to get out of it. So all they feel they can do is distract themselves. But because they've been distracting themselves, they're tired. Their will is becoming broken. Okay, they're overly focused on the tasks at hand instead of being overly focused on them, on themselves, on being healthy, on healthy boundaries. They're not acknowledging the pain that they've been through. They're not acknowledging the painfulness of this relationship. They also feel like they've lost a good part of themselves, that part of themselves that was carefree, that part of themselves that didn't give themselves into the ground, right? That part of themselves that had some sense of boundaries, right? It's like they've lost that being with the karmic. And they feel like they've lost a big part of themselves, like who they were before has changed. And that's painful. And they don't want to acknowledge that. They don't want to acknowledge that they have become so far disconnected from their core, from their self, that it's painful. So they distract themselves. All right, let's get a shadow work card here. Egocentric. Okay, so this masculine actually, what will actually surprise you about this masculine is they come across as very egotistical. They really do. They come across as having a big head, big ego. Okay, they might brag about things. They might even put other people down without even meaning to or trying to. This is projection because they do feel so small inside. Okay, this is an act that they're putting on because they feel that they have no control and their will and their strength is being broken down. Okay, it is a distraction from the pain that they do not want to acknowledge. Okay, so this masculine has problems listening to others. They have problems listening to themselves. And so they have problems listening to others. Okay. They cannot quiet their mind enough. They cannot quiet their spirit enough to hear what their soul is trying to tell them, what their spirit is trying to tell them. And it's trying to tell them, listen, listen. I'm tired. This hurts. Can you acknowledge me? Can you just acknowledge that I'm here? Okay? Hello, masculine. I'm your soul. I'm your soul speaking to you. And I'm tired. And I'm hurt. And I'm being ignored. Can you acknowledge that I'm here? Can you acknowledge that I'm in pain? That's what their soul is screaming out to them. So they put on an act and they put on a show. Okay? And they go around and you would think they have the biggest ego, okay? It's all a show. It's all a facade. It's all to cover up the pain of their soul. Sagittarius energy here. Okay. They have a lot of problems listening to others. They're very stuck in their ways, stuck in their beliefs. Why are they stuck in their beliefs and their ways? Because they don't listen. Of course you're going to be stuck in your beliefs and your ways if you don't listen to learn something new. So it comes across as ego, desperately trying to silence the cries of their soul. That's what it really is. But when everyone else sees it, it's ego. It's being an asshole, right? What is it really? It's pain and it's suffering of the soul. All right. Let's take a look at the karmic. We have the Three of Cups. Okay. I'm seeing a teacup. They love to gossip. Okay. This karmic's a major gossip. They love to gossip. Okay. They talk everywhere they go. Okay. I would say they're probably pretty well known in the community. They talk to everyone. They're a major gossip. I can't stress that enough. I mean, they're a huge gossip. And I think that part of the issue with the masculine, this ego stuff, you know, there's a part of them that's afraid this karmic will gossip about them. This karmic, I feel like they give people intimate details about their life. Embarrassing details. They embarrass this masculine by gossiping, telling everybody intimate details, embarrassing details. This karmic does not hold anything back. Okay, with the Three of Cups here. My candle flame is going crazy. All right, we got Cancerian energy here for the karmic. All right, I think that this karmic uses words as a weapon, okay? They attack. They go on the attack. They slander. They gossip, okay? These are things that the karmic has done. And this masculine knows they do these things. They've witnessed it. Everybody has witnessed it in the community, all right? Because this karmic is very active in the community, and they talk to everyone. Okay, they gossip about everyone. All right, so Spirit, tell me more about this karmic. Can't breathe, anxiety, depression. Very interesting. So honestly, I feel like this karmic causes a lot of anxiety in this masculine. Okay, I really feel that. And they could even cause it on purpose. All right. This karmic might also struggle with anxiety. They might struggle with depression. And this is one of the reasons why they feel the need to constantly talk about other people. Okay. And you know, when you talk about other people, you really diminish your own value, your own worth, right? Like let's take YouTube, for example. Let's take tarot, for example. You know, there's people who you could go on YouTube and you could just sit there and talk crap, you know. Let's say you sit there with your cards and talk crap about other readers, trying to convince them. You convince an audience that, you know, I don't know, you're so much better than someone else. But really all you're doing is talking about someone else, and which kind of diminishes your own value, because you could be proving your worth. You could be doing your thing. You know what I mean? But instead, you're just trying to sit there and convince people that someone else is worse or something, when you could prove it. Right? You could put your money where your mouth is and prove it. But most of the time when that happens, right? And I'm just using this as an example. In no way is there anyone that I know or see that does that, right? But I'm just using that as an example. If you are always talking about someone else's craft, skill, whatever, right? If you're always gossiping about particular people, maybe it's like you're diminishing your own value, right? You're making yourself look like maybe you don't have the skills that you say you do, right? That's what I'm saying about this karmic. All right. It's like, I think they put a lot of people down because they feel badly about themselves, because they do struggle with anxiety and depression. Okay. And for some reason, it calms this person to talk about others, to gossip about others. Okay. When really it's like they're really just diminishing their own worth, their own value. But it makes them feel better to put down others because they view themselves as having low value. Interesting. This doesn't even go to this deck, you guys. Look, I don't even know how it got in there. But it says you are being guided with your heart. Add some logic to the situation. So this karmic is overly emotional. We could see that with the Three of Cups. Sometimes they're too sensitive. I feel that this karmic believes that people are going after them, attacking them, when really they're not. Okay? This karmic sees certain things as attacks in other people when really they are not attacks. So this karmic doesn't use their logic a lot of times. They let their emotions get the best of them. They let their emotions control them. And I feel like they say things about other people. It's like they can't even help the words coming out of their mouth, right? Like it just happens. It just comes out. So they're very not self-aware, right? Let's get another card here for the karmic. So they slander people, especially people that they are jealous of or see as some sort of threat. This karmic's very quarrelsome. They're always running their mouth. They're very disagreeable. I think this karmic likes to disagree with people just to disagree with them. So maybe they even don't really disagree with someone in a conversation, but this karmic will take it upon themselves to play the devil's advocate or whatever, to disagree just for the sake of disagreeing, just for the sake of being quarrelsome, because it makes them feel a little better. If they can argue with someone and kind of put someone down in an argument, make themselves feel better, that's what they'll do. So being this quarrelsome is actually filling an emotional need for this karmic. Okay? It's fulfilling an emotional need. They also have a distraction from anxiety, from their own depression, from what is causing it. Instead, they take it out on others. They tear others down. They want to argue. They want to fight with others. And I do think that they take their emotions out on others as well. This does make the karmic feel powerful in some sort of way. It is a bad habit, and it does need to stop. And that's what this card says here, okay? They have a bad habit of doing this. They're known in the community, in their neighborhood or whatever, as being very disagreeable, as being, liking to fight, wanting to argue. They're kind of seen as a bully, okay? That's how they're seen. All right, they're always talking about someone else. They always have someone else's name in their mouth, always. And that really does show that they have very low self-worth, okay? All right, so let's go ahead and get into this. All right, let's take a look at what is this masculine thinking about the karmic partner. What is on their mind right now? All right, we got the Six of Wands. Again, we got the leaves, fall energy. So maybe this masculine has been with this karmic since fall. Maybe this is an energy that's been taking place since fall. But in their mind, they're starting to recognize and see in this karmic just how disagreeable this karmic really is. They do feel trapped. They do feel caught. Okay. We got the 10 and the 6. That's 15. That's a devil. All right. We also got the 5 of Swords. So they feel tricked and deceived. They feel cheated by this karmic in some way. And they do recognize that this karmic is two-faced. So they're saying this karmic, two-faced. This karmic is not loyal. All right. They're not loyal in their heart. They're not loyal with their mind, not with the things they say. I recognize this karmic doesn't have my best interest at heart. That's what they're saying here with the 5 of Swords. This karmic might also be violent at times, okay, because I am picking that up. When we have devil energy, we got the 5 of Swords. This is when the karmic likes to make people feel defeated. That's why they are quarrelsome. That's why they like to do that. When someone else feels defeated by them, they feel powerful. It's really simple when you look at it like that, but also it's complex, right? Because it's fulfilling an emotional need that this karmic actually has that they are not getting. Okay, so when this karmic does not win their argument, their battle, whatever it is, they become violent, okay? And this masculine recognizes that. So with the devil energy here, there's also a lot of codependency. All right, let's go ahead and get a shadow card for the masculine. This masculine is also thinking to himself. I just picked up a train of thought. They're thinking, this karmic, they act like they're the victim to everyone else, okay? They're always going around talking about people. They're always like acting like they're so much better than everyone else. They're always a victim, right? Someone else always did something to them. But really, they're the ones who's quarrelsome. They're the ones who starts things. And they're thinking to themselves, this karmic acts like the prey. Really, they're the predator. Really, they are the bully. And everyone can see that. Okay, mostly everyone sees that unless they don't know this karmic that well. So let's go ahead and get another card for their thoughts towards the karmic. I understand you better now. I understand that you are not the prey. You are the bully. Okay, you are the predator. I recognize that now. I understand it now. I understand that you are violent. I understand that you do not have my best interest at heart. Okay, karmic, I understand. So they're seeing this karmic for who they are, all right? But there's codependency here. So let's get a codependency card from Spirit. Worried. So this masculine, they're worried, okay, in their mind. All right. It says that you will be absolutely alone. You were made to be likable and lovable. This masculine doesn't believe that they are lovable. They do not believe that anyone likes them. They believe that they will be alone if they are not with this karmic. And honestly, I feel like the karmic had a big hand in helping them to believe that. This karmic wants them to believe that. They probably tell them, if you wasn't with me, nobody would have you. You would be totally alone because I tell everyone how you really are. This is what the karmic does. They gossip. Okay, and this is what they've told this masculine. And so this masculine is thinking, you know what? I'm worried you're right. But at the same time, I see you. I see you now. I understand you better now. I recognize who you are and what you want. I recognize that you're a liar. I recognize you're a cheater. I recognize your violence. I recognize your games. Okay? I understand you better. But at the end of the day, I'm still worried that you're right. I mean, after all, I attracted you, right? This is what they're thinking. Maybe you are right. Maybe this is what I deserve. Maybe I'm just not lovable. Okay. So they actually don't feel that they're likable enough for anyone to love, that they're actually lovable enough for anyone to love. Okay, so let's take a look at what's going on in their heart. Spirit, what is going on in this masculine's heart? By the way, we have Leo here. We have Libra. We got the Hanged Man. Okay, so notice in the other card, the birds were attacking the cat. And here, the cat is strung upside down, just like endings. They're strung upside down, right? And the birds are supposed to be the prey. The cat's actually the predator. But here, the cat is strung up. And what is supposed to be the prey is actually attacking this cat, provoking this cat, okay? Pushing this cat because they know the cat is strung up, okay, that they are not going anywhere. The birds are taunting him, okay, taunting him. The birds have the cat right where they want him. And in this masculine's heart, they feel that. They feel this karmic has been taunting them with their words. They feel like they have tied them up. Okay, they recognize this. They recognize they're being taunted. So they have a new perspective on this now. They understand the karmic better now. Okay, their only worry here is that they really aren't lovable or likable. That's something that's been like ingrained in them by this karmic. I'm telling you. And this ego thing that they put on this show about, it's simply to cover up the hurt and the fact that they feel tied up. Okay, that they feel they are the prey. So they put on this big ego act to make themselves seem and feel a little bigger than what they are. Because their position right now in this relationship is embarrassing. They're embarrassed by it. Okay, probably they feel embarrassed publicly with the Six of Wands. So let's get another card here for how they're feeling. I don't really freaking know you, karmic. I mean, I really don't. You know, I thought you were a cat like me, right? I thought we were both cats, karmic, right? But it turns out you're not a cat. You told me you were a bird. Okay? And now you're taunting me. You're taunting me, karmic. I feel like there's something about this karmic that like this masculine really does not like. There's a thing, you know how some people have like deal breakers in relationships, like for an example, for some feminines, they're like, okay, I need a tall guy, so any guy under, I don't know, 6 something is too short. That's a deal breaker, can't do it. I feel like there's something about this karmic that's a freaking deal breaker, okay? And whatever this thing is, it's like they hit it. They hit it very well. And this masculine is only finding out about this. And so they're like, you know, I don't really know you. Because had I have really known you, it would have been a deal breaker. Hanged man. Okay. So they're realizing in their heart, they don't really know this karmic. This karmic presented themselves as, I feel like a little bird. Like a broken little bird. Okay. That's how they presented themselves. All right, as harmless, You know, a little social bird that, yeah, is really loud and likes to talk a lot and gossip, but harmless. But boy, did this masculine realize they're actually not harmless. Okay, not to your spirit, not to your soul. There's damage there. Okay, there's pain there that does need to be acknowledged. All right. So let's take a look at another card from Spirit. Let's see what Spirit wants to say about this. Blame. You blame others for making you feel negative emotions, Karmic. Why do you give such people so much power over you? Why do you blame me for how you feel inside? Everything has been blamed on this masculine, okay? And this Karmic, honestly, blames this masculine every time they're not feeling right, every time they're not feeling okay. It must be the masculine's fault. Anyone who's around this Karmic, anytime they get triggered, anytime they have a negative emotion come up, well, it must be their fault. They never take responsibility. All right. And so this masculine has realized they've even started doing that with their egocentric facade they've put on. They've actually blamed the Karmic for making them feel this way. But why are they giving the Karmic so much power over them? Why are they letting this Karmic make them feel that they're unlikable, that they're unlovable? Right? But either way, this new perspective that's coming into this masculine's heart is saying, you know what? I don't freaking know this person. I thought I did, but I don't. Not really. And the person that I thought I knew, I didn't really understand. I thought I knew them. I didn't understand them. That's a thing. Okay, let's get a shadow card to go along with that. So what is it they didn't understand? Jealousy. Your past wounds need healing, Karmic. Work on your self-love. Okay? So this masculine is saying this Karmic is jealous. They're jealous of everyone. They're jealous of anyone. Anyone that makes this Karmic feel like just anyone that has anything over this Karmic. Like if this Karmic sees someone and they think they're more attractive than them, they're jealous. If this Karmic sees someone and they think they have more money than them, they're jealous. If this Karmic sees someone and thinks that they're smarter than them, they're jealous, okay? This Karmic is just a jealous person. And so this masculine has realized, I didn't know you. You can't see your wounds. We don't see the pain and the scars and the wounds that we all are carrying around with us. And we don't know what those wounds are just by looking. We don't know until that person reveals those things to us. And so there's no way this masculine could have known. But this masculine is tired of being blamed for the Karmic's jealousy, when the truth is it's a past wound that needs healing. This masculine sees this Karmic as having no self-respect and no self-love. And sadly enough, this masculine has lost a lot of their self-love. Okay? Being in this relationship. All right, so what is their hopes and their fears? 7 of Wands. Their hope is that they can just escape. They hope to just escape, right? That's what they wish. That's what they hope. Their fear is that the Karmic gets the best of them. Their fear is that they can never escape. Okay? Their fear is being stabbed in the back, cheated, hurt even further by this karmic 7 of Wands. Okay? They're like, I literally don't know you. I literally cannot predict what you're going to do from this point on. Okay? You're jealous. You blame everyone else for how you feel. You blame everyone else for your negative emotions. You make me feel unlovable. You make me feel that no one loves me. We got Libra here again. Okay? So this masculine, they do want justice. All right? And they want to tell this karmic. They want to tell them so much. They want to tell them how this karmic makes them feel cheated. They want to tell them how they just want to escape, how they don't want to be here anymore. They want to tell them so much. Okay? But they don't. They hold it in with the Hanged Man. They're trying to see all this from a new perspective. All right, so why are they holding this in, Spirit? Disharmony. Because they're trying to keep the peace. Because there's already so much disharmony, so much gossip, so much quarrelsome, so much jealousy and blame, that any second of peace they feel is worth holding in what they really want to say. But you see, it doesn't come without a price. There's a price for holding that in. There's a price for censoring yourself. And that price is giving up being your true, authentic self just to gain a moment of peace or to gain someone else's approval. When at the end of the day, that approval doesn't mean shit. When you can't even approve of yourself because you were not being your authentic self. Cheated yourself. 7 of Wands. And this is the new perspective this masculine is gaining. They're like, you know what? I'm realizing I'm cheating myself. This karmic saw themselves as the victim. But what they really wanted was to have a victim, to find a victim, to tear someone down. And now here they are. They're the Hanged Man. They're the one being torn down. Okay? So what actions is Spirit leading them to take? What actions is Spirit leading them to take? The Lovers. This masculine needs to make a decision. And love. It's a decision that they can only make from their heart. And this masculine at the end of the day is going to choose their heart. There could be a Gemini out there waiting for them. A Gemini that truly does love them. Okay. And at the end of the day, this masculine will choose this feminine. I believe this is their divine feminine. But either way, Spirit is leading them to make a choice. Spirit is showing them, opening their eyes, showing them all of these things that they better understand now. Okay? Because Spirit is leading them to make a choice in love. To choose love. The Lovers, choose love. Right? Don't choose jealousy. Don't choose disharmony, but choose love. So Spirit is saying, make a choice, masculine. Okay? It's time to make a choice. Only by not making a choice will you be cheating yourself. Okay, but this masculine knows 100% that him and this karmic are just not right for each other. Here it is, right here. They want to tell them. Okay, but they're afraid of the disharmony it would cause. All right? They know for sure them and this karmic are not right for each other. Now let's see what their higher self has to say. Okay, so their higher self is saying, masculine, you don't have to be the best. Okay? I know you're doubting that you're lovable. I know you're doubting that you're even likable. You don't have to be the best person in the world. You don't even have to be the most likable person. All you have to do is give your best today. Just show up. Just try. And that's good enough, masculine. Show up to this relationship. Give your best to this love. And try. And that's going to be good enough. So that's what Spirit is telling this masculine. Just try. Just show up. Just give your best. Your true love will accept you for that. It will be enough. And Spirit is reinforcing this to this masculine. You are enough. It will be enough. You'll never know if you don't try. You'll never know if you don't show up. But the one thing you do know, you and this karmic, not right for each other. Not at all. Okay? So what is the karmic's thoughts towards the masculine? What are they thinking about the masculine? What is going on in their mind? We got the 8 of Wands. So this is quick moving energy. This is a lot of communication. This karmic really likes to talk. They talk very quickly. They talk without even thinking about what they're saying. I mean, this is like word vomit. Words just fall out of their mouth. They're very emotional when they speak as well. They speak a lot of times from emotion that is jealousy, from emotion that is anger, okay? They do this a lot without even thinking about it. Look, we got Temperance. They have a very hard time moderating their thoughts and moderating what they say. This karmic has no filter at all, and they do come across as pretty rude a lot of the times in conversation, okay? But yeah, they don't know how to moderate. They don't know how to filter. They also don't know how to moderate their emotions, and I do feel like they lash out, okay? This karmic gets very triggered over things that they shouldn't get triggered about. They don't really listen in conversation, all right? They only want to speak. They don't want to listen. This karmic is afraid of being rejected. All right? That is in their thoughts. So this karmic feels they have something to prove. All right? They're like, you know, I'm fearful. I feel less than. I can't control or moderate what comes out of my mouth. I get triggered. I lash out emotionally. And I'm afraid I'll be rejected for that. That's what they're saying. This is the logical part of them, right? So what do? They cover that up with putting others down, with gossiping, with making everyone else look less than. I mean, that's how they see it in their eyes. Okay? It's a pacification to this need that they have to feel powerful. Because they believe if they're powerful, they won't be rejected. They believe if they can prove they're smarter, they're tougher, they're more powerful, they won't be rejected. Okay, this is all acting from reaction, okay? It's not logical. It's like reaction. Okay, let's get a shadow card to go along with that. So deep inside, this karmic's really afraid of losing this masculine, okay? We got negativity, and they cover it up with being negative. They treat people negatively. They treat this masculine negatively. Because they're afraid of rejection. I do feel like they tear this person down, and it could be on purpose. Spirit is saying, let go of this pessimistic attitude. What the hell is wrong with you? It's getting really old. you know, always being negative because you're afraid of being rejected. All right, that's getting old. People don't like putting up with that. This karmic has a very hard time shifting their thinking into positivity. They always are negative. They always look to the negative. They never look to the positive. They're extremely pessimistic. They expect the worst and they look to the worst and they look to the negative to happen. And that includes in other people as well. So oftentimes they see things in other people, negative traits that aren't even really there. Okay. We have Saggy here again, okay? This reading is full of Saggy. So let's go ahead and take a look at the emotions that the karmic has towards the masculine. Ten of Swords, okay? It did come out in reverse. Deep down inside, they know they're stabbing this masculine in the back. Deep down inside, they know that it's over. Deep down inside, they know that they have gossiped and they have done wrong to this masculine, to their friends. We got the Ace of Cups in reverse, but they can't help it. They truly couldn't help it. It's like the words just slipped out of their mouth. They couldn't moderate it. They couldn't help it. It happened too quickly. Eight of Swords, Temperance. It happened too quickly. They have been in this pattern of speaking this way about so many people, just gossiping, putting people down for so long. They don't even realize they're doing it anymore. They don't even think they could stop it if they wanted to. So yeah, they do know that they're stabbing this masculine in the back. They do know they're doing something wrong, that they need to shut their mouth, that they need to stop talking about people, right? Stop stabbing people in the back. Stop hurting yourself. Stabbing yourself in the back, that's who it's really hurting. They can't control their emotions. They know it. And every time they have gotten violent, it's reaffirmed that to them. Don't think that they don't know it or see it. They do. They know this. There's a part of them deep down inside that feels badly. But can they admit it to themselves? No. Because they don't want to believe that they are that person. They don't want to believe it. They don't want to see it. They don't want to change. So they never do. They stay stuck in that energy. And at the end of the day, when it comes down to it, when that little voice in their heart comes out, says, hey, what are you doing? You're hurting people that were good to you. You know these things aren't true. Why are you saying them? That little voice, their conscience, very tiny little conscience for this karmic. At the end of the day, they listen to that voice and they know it's true. But they say, you know, I can't help it. This is who I am. I can't help it. I can't stop it. I can't control it. But how do you know if you don't try? They've never tried to control it. Okay? So this karmic needs to put in an effort if they ever want to have a real friend or a real relationship in their life. Okay? So let's get another card here. Deep down in this karmic's heart, they hope the masculine's happy. They do. They're saying, I know I messed up. I'm not going to admit it. I'm not. But I know that I did. I know I shouldn't be this way. And every once in a while, for a few seconds, I think about it. But I can't control it. Regardless, I hope you're happy. I hope you won't reject me. Okay? That's how they feel. Yeah. It's back and forth. Yeah, it's a little bit jumbled and mixed up, but this is how they feel. All right? They feel ashamed for their behavior at the end of the day. They don't want to admit that shame, but it's there. They feel flawed at the end of the day. They feel unworthy of love and belonging to anyone or anything. And no wonder when every community or group you've ever belonged to, you've ran your mouth, you've gossiped, you've stabbed people in the back. So no wonder you feel unworthy of belonging anywhere. Nevertheless, Spirit is asking this karmic to forgive themselves. Okay. For not giving themselves enough self-love to accept others. For not giving themselves enough love to love another. Okay. We all have flaws, but none of us are unworthy of love. All right. So this karmic lives in shame, and they take that shame out on others. They take their own negativity they feel inside out on everyone else. Okay. This is karmic energy. So again, let's go ahead and take a look at the intentions. What is their hopes, their fears, their intentions here? We got the Ace of Swords. I do feel like with this Ace of Swords, this is verbal abuse, okay? This is domination with words, okay? Yeah. I think they want to have a discussion. I think they want to have a breakthrough with this masculine, with their emotions, with all this shame, with everything. They want to talk to the masculine. They want to let them know how they really feel. But each time they try, it just turns into an argument. It turns into a shouting match. It turns into this karmic insulting this masculine because they can't control their emotions. And these things are hard to talk about. They evoke a lot of emotion. And when you can't control that, you get triggered. You say things you don't mean or you don't want to. So this karmic can't control themselves at the end of the day. And they feel ashamed for it. Okay. This karmic tells this masculine that they're making most of this stuff up in their head. That the karmic isn't really that bad. That they're not abusive, okay? Let's say the karmic, smacks them in the face. They might say, well, I just brushed up against you. It really was nothing. Like that type of energy. The karmic knows inside that, no, this masculine didn't imagine it. They're not imagining this new perspective they're seeing. They're not imagining this side of the karmic that they're just now seeing, realizing, recognizing. No. And the karmic knows that. The karmic knows you didn't imagine it. This is truly who I've been. I was just hoping you weren't going to see it. I was just hoping that you were happy with it. Their fear is that this masculine will realize they're not imagining this. But at the same time, it's their hope. Because even this karmic in their heart and their soul doesn't want to go to bed each night with this shame. Doesn't want to live in negativity forever. So their actual soul that's been imprisoned in this karmic energy is crying out to this karmic. Saying, karmic, it's time for the truth, even though it hurts. Okay? Stop living in shame. Stop living in negativity. Okay? Let's get a codependent card. This karmic spirit is saying, may you learn to have healthier boundaries, karmic, and not hurt others with your words or other ways. May you release underlying feelings of guilt and shame. so that you aren't taking it out on other people. May you release feelings of lack of trust and the need to control. May you release that. These are all things that this karmic gaslights this masculine about. Okay, this masculine says, hey, we need healthier boundaries. I'm trying to work on that. You make this hard for me, karmic. You cross them all the time. Karmic says, you're making that up. This masculine says, karmic, I think it's your own guilt speaking. I think that I've done nothing for you not to trust me, but there's just a lack of trust in you. I think that there's a need for you to control here. This karmic says, you're a liar. You're just seeing it that way. But the truth is, deep down inside, this karmic knows. This masculine didn't imagine it. They didn't make it up. They just saw the real them. And this karmic is ashamed of the real them. So Spirit is saying, karmic, may you learn to have healthier boundaries. May you learn to release underlying feelings of guilt, the lack of trust, the need to control. And may you learn to be kinder and less critical to yourself and to others. So what are the actions that this karmic is being led to take by Spirit, that they want to take? We got the Fool in reverse, holding on, okay, not wanting a new beginning, not wanting to allow this ending to take place, but holding on, just like the Fool. Holding on to the very thing that eventually is going to chase them off, just like the broom. Eventually that broom is probably going to chase this cat off, right? Just like this masculine. Eventually, the karmic will need to walk away. The masculine will do it for them. They will walk away. The karmic knows it. Okay? They know it somewhere in their heart. How do they know it? Because that's what always happens. They need to work on themselves, okay? And that's why it always happens. I know you're going to leave me. I hope you come back one day. What I tell you. I hope you come back one day, because I know it's only a matter of time till you leave me. All right, that's what the karmic is. That's the actions here, okay? This is done, okay? Spiritually, mentally, it's all over. All right, we have, you know, the situation has only gotten worse. Why do you continue to stay? Why do you continue to push this? Why won't you just let go? This is Spirit talking to this karmic. Safety. Others cannot always provide this for you. Provide yourself with emotional safety. Someone else can't be your emotional safety net. You have to do this for yourself. And trying to force it has made things so much worse. You have to leave. Or they will leave. One of the two. But that's what will happen. Okay? So let's get a timing card of when this might take place or start to take place, when the physical ending will take place here. Okay, we got a few. I don't want to take that many, you guys. Let's do that again. Because these are timing cards, so... All right, this one flipped over. We got May. So in May, there will be an ending to this situation, okay? Sometime in the month of May. All right, that's when it's going to take place. All right, hidden truth to the divine feminine from the masculine. We're just going to going to get a couple short messages to the Divine Feminine. What does the masculine want to say to them? Oh. I'm not financially stable. So I feel this masculine is worried that they're not going to be able to financially support themselves, provide for themselves. You know, but I feel like this is honestly like, I feel like this masculine is going to have to be able to speak nicely to themselves, be able to believe in themselves again, right? Like you can do it. You can become financially stable. Okay, you just have to believe it first. And they also want to say, but you know what? I do love you. I might be with this karmic, but I love you. And that's what they want to say to their feminine. Okay, so that's the reading I have for you. Thank you so much for joining me. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. If you'd like to help my channel grow, really, honestly, liking the video is the best way. So yeah, leave me a comment to let me know if it resonated with you. And I'll talk to you later. Bye.